iPhone 13. Apple's iPhone 13 family was launched in late 2021, and the Pro and Pro Max handsets are the top siblings in the line. Sure, they're not huge upgrades over the iPhone 12 devices, but some of the biggest upgrades are in the camera software department. The iPhone 13 and 13 Pro beat out their predecessors with the new macro mode, which lets you take detailed pictures of close-up objects like food, bugs or plants. There are also improvements to videography with cinematic video, and you can now focus pull while capturing film, which will be really useful for people trying to shoot movies on their phone. Galaxy S21. Remember when phones had one camera? Well, now they have 5. The Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra is the best Android camera phone you can get right now, and certainly has the best zoom capability of any phone we've ever seen. The phenomenal power of the 4-camera array on the rear has to be seen to be believed. The main sensor is a 108MP model that gives you immense digital zooming and cropping ability, with a new autofocus system that fixes the sharpness issues with the S20 Ultra. It is ably backed up by two 10MP telephoto sensors and a 12MP ultra-wide. This gives you amazing shooting flexibility for a smartphone, and a frankly scary ability to capture shots at a distance. The 40MP selfie camera, completing the quintet, also acquits itself well. iPhone 12 Pro and Pro Max. No one could argue with you for saying that the iPhone 12 Pro Max is one of the best camera phones ever made, with a 12MP f1.6 main camera, a 12MP f/2.2 telephoto camera that can achieve a 2.5x optical zoom and a 12MP f/2.4 ultra-wide camera. It's absolutely bristling with imaging technology. The iPhone 12 Pro is the same, but with a smaller body. Sure, the newer iPhone 13 Pro models beat out their older relatives, but only by a small amount. Sure, the improved optical zoom, new macro mode and bigger sensors of the new phones are nice, but the older phones aren't far behind. Huawei Mate 40 Pro. First things first, the Mate 40 Pro has one tragic flaw, and it's a deal breaker for most people. Thanks to the Google trade ban in the US, you can't access Google's own App Store. Huawei's store is still playing catch-up, and you're likely to be frustrated with certain apps not working, even if you can easily download them online. Having said that, the Mate 40 Pro is still the best camera phone in the world, offering the best overall complete package. Both regular and ultra-wide angle shots look superb in both well-lit and dark conditions, while the 5x optical zoom performs remarkably well even in lower light too. Focusing is fast and snappy, and the front-facing selfie camera also crams in larger groups, thanks to its wide-angle lens. Xiomi Mi 11 Ultra. If we're talking about hardware alone, then the Xiomi Mi 11 Ultra has everything it takes to be the best camera phone on our list. It's got the largest camera sensor ever seen on a smartphone, creeping up to the 1-inch sensor size seen on pro-grade compact cameras. The result of such a large sensor is photos with beautifully shallow depth of field. Of the 3 cameras around the back, each is around 50MP in resolution, so whether you're zooming or going ultra-wide, you won't need to compromise on photo quality. It isn't just the camera sensors that are exceptional on the Xiomi Mi 11 Ultra. On the phone's hefty rear camera bumper around the back, there's a second screen so you can take selfies and group shots with the best camera on the handset. Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3. Foldable phones have been something of a puzzle for manufacturers to get working, but they may have just cracked it with the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3, which delivers loads of top-line features, and makes clever use of its foldable design to offer unique photographic features. The dual screens are of luxurious quality, as Samsung can be relied upon to deliver. And 120Hz refresh rate across the pair of them means that everything displays and moves with delectable smoothness. The detail about 380 pixels per inch, PPI, delivers sharpness that isn't quite class-leading, but is still pretty much faultless. Also, in a nice touch, the selfie camera is under the inner screen, so there's no need for a notch. Oppo Find X3 Pro. There's no shortage of camera phones that do the same thing, but Oppo's flagship Find X3 Pro has a unique party trick. Its 3MP microlens camera. Capable of up to 25x optical magnification, 60x digital, the camera is nothing short of a microscope on the back of the phone. Matched with a ring light to illuminate the detail within the detail, the Find X3 Pro's the only option for fans of tiny textures looking to snap at a granular level, picking up much more than a human eye can make out. OnePlus 9 Pro, loaded up with a 48MP main camera featuring a custom Sony sensor. The tuning applied to photos taken on the OnePlus 9 Pro is a huge improvement over previous OnePlus phones, especially in challenging lighting. In fact, we'd go so far as to call it one of the best cameras around, especially if you're not a fan of editing your snaps. Take a photo, and 8 times out of 10, it's Instagram ready. The special sensor is capable of capturing super high frame rate 4K footage at up to 120 frames per second, something many pro-grade cameras can't do. And add to the mix an ultra-high-resolution ultra-wide camera, which captures expansive landscapes at 50MP resolution, and shoots close-up pictures thanks to autofocus, something seldom seen on ultra-wide cameras, and imaging is definitely one of the 9 Pro's fortes. iPhone 13 and iPhone 13 mini. While the iPhone 13 and 13 mini miss out on the powerful telephoto lens of their Pro-tier siblings, and the new cinema and macro modes too, they've got most of the rest of the camera capabilities but at a lower cost. iPhones are great for low-light photography and these devices are no exception, taking wonderful snaps at night and in poorly lit conditions. The wide-angle lens here is also fantastic for taking snaps of vistas or large groups of people. Google Pixel 5. The Google Pixel 5 actually has a rather simple, less feature-packed imaging setup with only 2 lenses, a 12.2MP f/1.7 main camera, and a 16MP f/2.2 ultra-wide offering. That's right, Google has opted for no telephoto zoom camera, which is a shame. Despite this, the Pixel 5 uses the tools available very well, capturing crisp, detailed shots with accurate colors in good lighting, although performance drops somewhat in low-light conditions. While the ultra-wide lens is great for cramming more into a single shot, there is some noticeable distortion at the